Hey guys, spiritual whistleblower here with another video exposing narcissistic abuse. This past week, I've just been on a tangent to expose more of the manipulation tactics of these trifling African American life coaches, male and female. And yeah, I'm being attacked. It comes with the job. I was, expecting the backlash, and I really don't care because I am anointed and I love calling out deception. And as an African American woman, I am sick and tired of, so many people, men especially, misogynistic, narcissistic black men and misogynistic, narcissistic black women capitalizing off of our pain and suffering and pretending as if they care about us and the things that we've gone through, all the trauma that we've suffered as a result of narcissistic abuse. Now, I haven't been in this community for half a year because honestly, there's nothing that I can gain out of this community, when it comes to narcissistic abuse. There are very good channels. I peep in every now and again, but like in terms of, you're healed when you don't need to watch the videos anymore. If I watch videos, I watch channels like Dr. Romani. I'll watch the doctors, or again, Dr. Jody Lorman, the doctor that I just did a podcast with the other day. I like her content because she's worked with the violent criminals. She used to work in prison. So she's evaluated, treated, worked with. She has all types of stories from working. I believe she worked about 13 years in the maximum security prison in California. So she has seen some crazy shit in there. She knows what a violent criminal, a highly manipulative, Machiavellian psychopath. So she knows those types. And she's more than generous to share the information with me and my, audience. So, I follow content creators that are really dedicated and devoted to helping women learn and identify. I've been exposing African American men and women that pander to black women, tell us what we want to hear, but they help us stay codependent and in this loop of just going nowhere, being stuck in a cycle of limerence. And if you don't know what limerence is, look up the word limerence. Because, when you're fully healed, you're not going to have a desire to watch any of their channels, anybody's channel. You're just going to be like, I'm done with YouTube. I'm good. All this time, all I had to do was stay single, stay celibate, go to EMDR therapy, which is paid for through my insurance. I pay a little bitty copay, and get out here and enjoy life and reinforce my boundaries so that toxic people, whether it's romantic, whether it's friendship, whether it's family, all I got to do is reassess and reinforce my boundaries and protect my personal space. That's the secret to defeating and healing from narcissistic abuse. You don't have to be on these channels all day, donating super chat money and listening to them talk in fucking circles, which is word salad, by the way. So yeah, they was big mad at me. But I want to talk about ASSC Direct, Mr. Quinn Holiday. In the other video the other day, I told y'all Mr. Quinn Holiday emailed me a cease and desist letter, and he CC'd his so-called attorney on it. It was a scare tactic, a bully tactic, which I did not fall for. And I did email him back and I said, do not ever contact me again or else I will press charges for stalking and harassment. And thank you for sending me screenshots to let me know that you've been stalking me. Your minions and flying monkeys been stalking me. You should have just shut the fuck up and moved forward, contact your attorney and had your attorney, if you can afford one, because we know you can't afford an editor or a proofreader with that sloppy ass book that you put out full of grammatical errors, or you're just lazy and trifling and you don't care, you just want the money. You published a piss poor, crappy ass book. If you can't afford an editor or a proofreader, what makes you think you can afford an attorney? Or is this attorney that you CC'd on your letter one of your homies, one of your close buddies, and you just threw his name on there? Go get your money together, sir, and go book your attorney and serve me properly, okay? And while you're building a case of defamation against me, make sure that you follow the proper channels and report me to YouTube, because YouTube, the judge is going to want to see what other actions did you take prior to filing, because filing a lawsuit for defamation is pretty serious. And you have to have a strong case with strong evidence to prove that you're this fucking credible person and that I did all this stuff to destroy your business. And there's no other sources out there doing the same thing. You got the right one, honey. You came from me and you thought I was going to sit down and shut up and be all scared because you emailed me and tried to silence me with that weak ass cease and desist. Get the fuck out of here and go see an attorney and do it right, sir. Because you put yourself in a position, now you're stalking and harassing me. You should have never contacted me. I thought you would have a lot more common sense to know better, sir. Anyway, I'm tired of beating around the bush. The community, the women in the comments have talked about it, and I thought I would do my own research. There are rumors allegedly that Quinn Holiday, also known as ASSC Direct, is a deadbeat father. There are allegations, rumors, allegedly that he has twin daughters, 2 little girls, by a woman named Strong Mommy Chrissy. That's the name of her. That's the name of her YouTube channel. She has a YouTube. She's had the YouTube channel for about 10 years, and she just documents her life with all her. She has like 10 children. I don't know, 9, 10, 11 children. I don't know. Multiple baby daddies. The rumor is she's a narcissist herself. But I had to do my own investigative work because I'm tired of hearing the rumors. Multiple women have come forward and said, he abandoned his children. He doesn't give a shit about his kids. And I said, well, if he is a deadbeat father, he definitely has no business teaching women anything. A lot of women go to his content, single mothers, women with children that have abusive baby fathers. They look up to him and they go to his content, trusting him. And if it is true that if these allegations are true, then he is the baby daddy that we all can identify as being abusive, toxic, narcissistic, emotionally neglectful, So I did my own investigative work, and I'm going to give y'all the resources to do your own investigative work. And if in fact these allegations are true, Mr. Quinn Holiday, you can never serve me with a cease and desist. You could never file a civil lawsuit for defamation because the streets have been talking about you and your reputation as a deadbeat father. Now, this is what I found, you guys. I went to this celebrity gossip blog called Lipstick Alley. And there is, in fact, a message thread talking about Quinn and his it started out good, right? And we're talking about, this is back in 2018. That's around the time I trusted him and I thought he had good content. All of us did. 2018, around that time. So I go to start reviewing the message thread, and it started off good as the women saying, yeah, I like his content, yada, yada, yada. And then somebody jumped on and said, well, it's alleged that he has twin daughters by Strong Mommy Chrissy, and he don't take care of them. And then the women had a field day. They was reading him to filth. And then somebody posted a picture of the twins. And when I went to go look at the twins, I said, they got his whole face. They are the spitting image of this man. They don't look nothing like their mother. They got his skin color, his nose, his lips, his eyes. Baby, them little girls, he spit them little girls out. If those are his children, allegedly, baby, identical. They look just like him. So I'm reading all the message thread, and I said, this nigga got a nerve to serve me with a cease and desist. And here it is. This is a public celebrity gossip blog that is spilling all of his dirty laundry on a public forum, a celebrity gossip blog with a much bigger audience than mine. They have a bigger reach, a greater reach, a larger target audience. They can do way more damage to his reputation and credibility than I could ever do. I wonder if he has ever issued a cease and desist to Lipstick Alley, since they got a whole thread on there spilling his dirt and exposing him allegedly to be a deadbeat father. So I'm going to post the link down below, and I'm going to send all you ladies over there to Lipstick Alley. Go read for yourself. Go read for yourself. And if you want to see a picture of the little girls, you can follow Strong Mommy Chrissy. She actually has a story about her twins and her baby daddy. She does not release the name of her baby father, but she tells the story about how he didn't want nothing to do with the babies. So she had to track him down to get a DNA test and to get child support. Other than that, she said he don't want nothing to do with them. And the rumors are in the streets that he does not want to talk to the children until they're 18 years old. So I posted a link to Lipstick Alley so y'all can go read the message thread. The women are going in. Because ain't no fucking way, nigga, you a male life coach with a large black female audience. A lot of women that follow you are single mothers with children, and they got abusive fucking baby daddies. And here it is, you living this double life as a deadbeat dad. Say it ain't so. You the nigga that we are trying to avoid. You the toxic baby daddy that we have to deal with in family court. You the toxic baby daddy that is emotionally abusive to the children on the visitations. So you have no business coaching any woman when you're the abuser that is emotionally neglecting your children and totally abandoning them. If the allegations are true. So I went to Strong Mommy Chrissy's her YouTube channel. She has a specific video where she tells the story about her baby daddy of her twins. And it's really sad because if I don't know if she's totally credible. If she's a narcissist, she could be lying too. But if her story is accurate, then it's a goddamn shame that he left her. Well, he could leave her. My issue is no woman, I don't give a fuck how toxic your baby mother is. There is no reason to abandon your children. You can get supervised visits. You don't want to deal with her. You can set it up where there's a supervised visitation situation where you get to spend time with your daughters. And there's an eyewitness there to make sure that your baby mother doesn't fuck with you or bother you while you're spending time with you. There's no excuse. And what's sad is if these little girls are your daughters and you are emotionally disconnected from them, you don't spend quality time with them, you don't build no nurturing bond with them, you're just simply paying child support. Those little girls are going to grow up and they're going to start to date men who are narcissistic, abusive womanizers that are they're gone. Emotionally abusive men because their daddy was not in their lives to teach them how to identify and stay away from narcissistic men. You, out of all men that are teaching a large female audience how to identify and stay away from narc men, but you're neglecting to teach your daughters. How do you think your daughters are going to learn how to spot narcissists if you're not in their lives to teach them? Then they're going to grow up and say, well, my dad didn't teach me. Yeah, I'm dating a trifling nigga. Or I got pregnant by a trifling nigga because I didn't have no real father figure. Or my mother dated trifling men and that's all we saw. You're supposed to be the father figure and the leader to teach your daughters the intelligence to spot these men. You cannot wait till they turn 18. By the time they turn 18, it will be too fucking late. The damage is done of your absence. I really hope these allegations are not true, sir, because that message thread, they is tearing you a new ass. So you could never come from me with a cease and desist when the streets have been saying that you're a fucking deadbeat. Take me to court so the judge can read the message thread. I didn't start the fire. Okay, I didn't start the deadbeat daddy rumors. They've been flowing in the streets since 2018. As a male life coach who is, supposed to be responsible with the information and building a trust with your female audience, I would think, You would be proud to talk about your daughters. You would be proud to talk about you're a loving father that's devoted to teaching your daughters how to stay away from narcissists, teaching your daughters emotional intelligence, being a male fucking leader. That's part of building trust with your female audience. Sorry, you guys, the video just cut off and I had to restart it, and I didn't want to do two parts, so I'm combining two videos together into one. But like I was saying, Quinn, if the allegations are true that you want nothing to do with the girls, you have nothing to do with the girls, you don't want nothing to do with them until they're the age of 18 because you don't want to deal with their mother, you're trifling. You are disgusting. And that's narcissistic behavior. That right then and there, that is you saying, I don't want to build an emotional connection with my daughters, spending quality time with my daughters, even though their mama's toxic. I'm about this cause of teaching and helping women to avoid narcissists. And here it is. I have two daughters, and I know I have a responsibility to my daughters to nurture them, love them, and teach them how to properly be valued by a man, to teach them how to avoid narcissistic men. You can't do that if you don't spend time with them. You can't do that if you don't build an emotional bond with them. You can't do that if you don't spend quality time with them and you just say, fuck it, I'll deal with them when they turn 18. I hope these allegations are not true, sir, because that's what the streets are saying. And for you to even try to serve me with the cease and desist when these rumors of you being a deadbeat father have been swirling around in the streets since 2018, you defamed yourself. I didn't defame you. You've been defamed yourself. There's no reason why you should be on YouTube pretending that you care about women when you can't even fucking build an emotional bond and spend time with your daughters. That would make you, sir, a motherfucking hypocrite and a narcissist. Because I'm a single mom and I have co-parented with a narcissist, and many of my ladies here have, and it's a nightmare to co-parent with a fucking narcissist. And if he doesn't want shit to do, no, let me rephrase that. If you will not allow your baby daddy to control you, if you move on with another nigga, if you move on and live your life and you will not sleep with your baby daddy or allow him access or to control you in any type of capacity, he will disown his own child. Ladies, tell me if I'm lying. If you are a woman that said, okay, baby daddy, I'm going to keep my baby. If you don't want to be a part of the baby's life, cool. Run me my money, pay that child support. I'm going to move on and date other men and do what I want. You can't control me. Your obligation is to take care of the children. Watch how he shits on the children. And 9 times out of 10, they don't want to pay child support. You're going to have to sue them to get the child support, because if it was up to him, bitch, if I can't control you, I'm not giving you money. I ain't giving you shit for the kids. That's what the streets are saying about Quinn Holiday, ASSC Direct, and they've been saying it since 2018. So you have some motherfucking audacity to email me and serve me with a cease and desist when your reputation has already been tarnished on a major celebrity blog. A very public blog with a much larger audience than mine that can do a lot more damage to your reputation and your brand than I could ever do. How dare you fucking serve me that shit and try to bully me into being quiet? You're a bully. You're a fucking bully. So, ladies, I'll let you be the judge. Click the link down below. Go read the whole message thread on Lipstick Alley. And go visit Strong Mommy Chrissy's page. She turned the comments off, and I'm assuming the reason she turns her comments off is because so many people have probably asked her about Quinn being the father of her twins. I don't know if he's threatened her. I don't know if he told her, bitch, don't say shit. Or I'm threatened, I don't know what, but she turned the comments off for a reason. And if those are allegedly, if those are those his kids and he doesn't have no relationship with them, there is no fucking excuse he could possibly give. He's a piece of shit father. He's a hypocrite, and he's milking the black woman. He's milking all women through his platform. Ladies, this is what I'm telling you right now. This is why you got caught up with the narcissist. It's because you failed to vet him properly. When you're dating a man, you got to do the criminal background. You got to do the relationship background to see how he treated his exes, if he was abusive towards his exes, if he was a deadbeat dad. We got to screen for all that before we get involved with men. And I'm here to tell you that applies in the business world. If you're going to do business with a man, if you're going to book him to be your life coach, you need to check his character, his moral compass, and his who he is as an individual. What type of father is he? What type of husband or boyfriend is he? Is he a scammer, con artist? Ladies, you blindly follow behind these male life coaches and you get caught up in the same cycle as you do with your toxic lover. These men are out here scamming us because you failed to do your job and vet these men, these life coaches, relationship gurus properly. You vet them the same way that you would vet a man that you're dating. And if that life coach is secretive about his background, his upbringing, whether or not, you don't know nothing about his relationship history, if he's a father and he hides, if he don't want to post, pictures of his children, that's cool. I understand, because I don't post pictures of my daughter to protect her. But you will hear me say that I love my baby inside and out. I spend quality time with my baby. And I love her inside and out, and I will fight tooth and nail anyone that comes for her. And I have in the past. I'm very overprotective of my daughter. So if you don't want to post pictures, that's one thing. Well, if a parent that loves their children, they're going to talk about their children and brag about their children. And I love my babies. A lot of men that I know that are really proud fathers, they brag about their children. They may not post pictures, but you'll know, I took my baby out, I took my kids to the park this weekend. We had a great time. And it's part of your character, Quinn. We don't know shit about your character. But you want people to trust you. You want these women to blindly follow you and cough up their money on your super chat donations. You need to be transparent. What type of man you are, what type of father you are, what type of lover you are. What is your character? What is your moral compass? And if you don't want to cough up the information, then I think this is my advice to you, brother man. And I'm being real with you. I'm not trying to be funny, because it's clear as day to me. You display the traits of a full-blown narcissist. You do. And I'm not taking it back. Use it against me in court. You do. You have slipped up in your podcast. You have said things. There's a repetitive pattern in your behavior and the people that you're tied to that exposes you as a narcissist, sir. Here's my advice. You need to rebrand your entire company. You need to revamp and rebrand yourself as a self-aware narcissist. Do what Dr. Sam Vaknin is doing and do what Lee Hammock. Lee Hammock has over 1 million followers on TikTok because he told the world, hey, I'm a narcissist. This is what I am. And that way we can't even get mad at Lee or fault him because he put it out there that he's a fucking narc. Give women the choice to choose. If you want to live as a fucking, you live in a double life, you pretending to be one thing online, but in behind closed doors, you're a totally different person. That's deceptive to your audience. Live in your truth and build your audience off of, hey, I'm a self-aware narcissist. You'll get a lot further being honest with people, sir. But if this shit is true, that you don't raise your daughters, you don't go on visitations, you don't spend quality time with them, it takes more than just money to fucking raise a child successfully. And with the black community, especially black women being broken and damaged by black men, you would think as a father with 2 daughters, you would fucking break your back to teach them the right way so that they don't grow up attracting toxic, abusive men. You can't wait till they're fucking 18. Who the fuck does that? Oh, a deadbeat father does. Wait till they 18 to build a connection with them. The damage is done by the time they fucking 18. I really hope these allegations are not true, sir. But according to that message blog and the way that those women were going in on your ass and all the women that have gotten in my comments exposing you to be a deadbeat father, it sounds like those allegations are probably true. Have you, issued a cease and desist to Lipstick Alley for posting that thread? It's been up there for several years. Or are those allegations true and you can't issue a cease and desist? Listen, here's my advice. You need to rebrand yourself as a self-aware narcissist. You'll get further in life. Because the more that you step in, everybody's side-eyeing you. I've been side-eyeing you and I didn't want to believe it. But, for you to continuously have podcasts and talk down on Black women, what we wear, how we, our wigs, our lashes, our nails, what we wearing, how cheap our clothes are. You are a fucking misogynist. And I've saved your video content. I've saved your audio in case you try to delete that shit. You have slipped up numerous times and talked down on a Black woman. So if the allegations are true that these two little girls are your children and all you do is pay child support and you won't have nothing to do with them, you won't build a bond, emotional bond with them, you won't spend time with them, you're not there nurturing them and guiding them like a father should, that makes you a narcissist. You are emotionally disconnected from your children. You're not a leader, and I don't respect you. And any woman following you at this point, especially if she is a single mother, she's a motherfucking fool if she keeps following your ass. Them little girls look just like your ass. You spit them out. If those are your children, allegedly, they got your whole face, sir. They got your whole face. I'm tired of tiptoeing around. I'm tired of you're protecting your whole image and stuff, pretending to be something that you're not. Live in your truth, sir. Rebrand yourself as a self-aware narcissist. Jump on the bandwagon. All these other dudes is doing it and they getting the big audience. Lee Hammock he blew past your ass. He came in the game late and he got 1 million followers on TikTok. Why? Because he was honest with his audience and said, hey, I'm a narcissist. Try doing it too that way, Quinn. You'll get further. I promise you will, sir. Ladies, go check out the link. Go read the message thread and go check out Strong Mommy Chrissy. Look at those little girls and tell me they don't have Quinn's whole face. I hope the allegations are not true, sir. And if so, you need to contact Lipstick Alley and you need to issue them a motherfucking cease and desist the same way you sent it to me. Because as far as I'm concerned, your reputation been tarnished in the streets on a celebrity blog. You gonna try to drag me to court and motherfuckers in the street been said you's a deadbeat father. That alone will tarnish your reputation. And I didn't start that rumor. Like I said, Lipstick Alley did. But I don't see you fucking pressing them. You a bully, sir. Stay away from me. Don't contact me. You send anybody to contact me, I will come after you. And you will go to jail fucking with me.